Hi, it's me, teen pop sensation Ariana Grindr.
Agus fáilte go dtí an pod. It's me, Adam Mellon. And you're listening to
Amazon Prime.
Oh, I just watched that new Super Mario Brother with Chris Pratt as Mario.
Oh yeah.
Actually, surprisingly good.
It was a really good film. However,
Tell us.
why is Chris Pratt doing his voice? I found it so weird that he didn't have the Super Mario Sunshine voice.
Yeah, and they tried to make a joke out of like Mario only does that when he's sitting having a laugh. I'm like, Mama, stop erasing Mario's cultural
They're
heritage.
very much like why
Yeah,
normalize
I
not
wasn't
like fucking casting Chris Pratt and everything. No offense.
He is in everything.
And I'm like,
Isn't he a bit mad Christian now? Christian Pratt.
this is his own
He's
business.
cute looking and he loves
Oh.
Male Dinosaur.
Come here to me. He's a big Dorothy Riot. I wouldn't throw him out with a bad.
You turned him away from the light of Christ. I know you would.
That's my own business.
Come
That's
here,
my
was
own
I telling you
business.
I'm in a new show?
Stop! Congratulations.
Yeah, my big break. We're still working on it at the moment, but it's about the life and times of the Dubliners, and it's playing in Dublin. And
obviously, I've been cast to play Ronnie Droom.
no, I haven't, but they fucking dropped the ball.
Okay.
They dropped
have
the ball.
dropped miss ball. Two low-hanging, swinging, pendulous bollocks of a balls they have dropped. So tell me, there's a Dubliners musical.
Yeah,
What
and
do
it's
you know
coming.
about it?
It's giving the West End, but it's obviously here like
Irish version. East Wall.
and yeah, it's a new musical show all about the life and times of the Dubliners. I'm so excited. I
Sorry,
can't
whistle
wait.
notes.
No, I can't wait to see it. We'll have to be.
I don't know if I'd be able for it now. I like your Ronnie Drew, but I don't know if I could do 2 hours with someone else's.
Do you not
Ronnie
like a
Drew.
little bit of an El Tribe moment?
Yes. I don't want to get cast, so of course I'm going to say yeah.
The Irish traditional music community is going to come for you now.
They're very much C-Mac.
Well, I love it. I do
C-Mac
love
and
it.
Samantha Mumble
C-Mac and Samantha Mumbles.
I
Oh my
gotta
god,
leave.
they're starring.
going in for me.
Me, C-Mac, Samantha Mumbles, and then just you sitting in the corner crying. You can be Molly Malone.
Oh, they're very much. Speaking of Miss Molly Malone, they finally, the woke mob have finally listened to us and
Thank you.
raise me up.
I'd just like to thank the Cian Corley, Dublin City Council, the Dubliners and the Guards for finally, after the public outcry, after we talked about it on this pod specifically.
We gave our voice to the voiceless.
Yeah, and Miss Molly now.
We're an ally to bronze
She
women.
has all our boots. Tell them what happened.
Ally to bronze women. So basically, what happened was, I was out rubbing her ditties. Well, that sounds wrong. I was cleaning her ditties because I was working beside Miss Molly Malone and she got vandalised. Someone spray painted her ditties. So I went into this random little Irish pub, got some cleaning materials, and I was like, squish, 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 rub, rub, rub. I asked for consent first, and she blinked, so I was like, that's consent. I'm just kidding, no, she didn't. But anyway.
Our avid listeners will know this story.
Nice, but yeah, the lore. Sorry, I was just
Filling in the lore
filling in
gaps,
the lore
yeah.
for the people who are off having a crying wank that day, using the tears as lubricant. That's their own business. But anyway, I ended up not being able to get all the blue shit off her ditties, so I took a picture of aforementioned bronze ditties and I emailed it to the council.
And it turned out it was guerrilla marketing for Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
They're very much
Blue women in film.
until the water ran clear. That's their own business. But anyway, they got her situated and she was grand and she's clean again. But at the same time, people still keep mauling her ditties. So
The Diddy Maulers. We've discussed Miss Molly on the
in
pod before.
great miss detail.
There's
But
been a
now-
development.
What are the developments have developed?
Well, apparently she has 24/7 on Garda corner. Well, I don't know if it's 24/7. But apparently there's a Garda presence, like bodyguard Molly Malone.
Really?
I didn't realise that bronze women were such high risk targets.
Well, listen, like Kevin Costner, like is he gonna scoop her up like Clinton Houston station and like boot the Jordan? And I will always eat ass.
She's the queen of the night, Miss Molly Malone.
Listen, she's the queen of the night, not
Yeah.
the queen of the shipe. That's the old
It's
business.
about time you did something for bronze women in film.
No,
But
they're
yeah,
not
isn't that cute that the guards are going to mind her?
Oh, that's so nice. Very
So
genuine.
they do need to raise her up because we can't have the guards there the whole time. There's enough to be
When
fucking
I
done in this city.
am down.
And oh, my ditties get fondled.
The very much. And come here to me. Do you know what I'm going to say?
What?
I'm gay.
Gay. Shout out to Orville Tag.
The very much Orville Tag, keep friends of the pod.
You're bringing up Orville for a reason, aren't you?
The very much.
I didn't want to cry on
Miss
on the
Orville.
channel. I didn't let it
Aw.
cry as well.
That was it.
Okay. Miss Orville.
Miss Orville.
We need to have a word. I mean, he's my husband, but he lost his phone, so we're not really talking at the moment. He's on my own. I've sent him a new one.
Gay.
He's gay. But he is taking over Adam Lambert, the role Adam Lambert was previously playing
Miss
in
Broadway.
Miss Broadway. Chicago.
It's not Chicago.
Oh no, I keep saying Chicago because my nanny
Cabaret.
always goes Chicago when I go Chicago.
The
Cabaret.
Cabaret.
T-Boots, yeah. I keep saying Chicago. But yeah, he's taking over Adam Lambert's
Cabaret.
role. And he's going maskless. Now for that particular production, as a costume designer, I can tell you, you could have easily incorporated in a little masquerade moment. But
Yeah.
Miss Orwell has chosen to go it out
That's
from
her
hence
business.
on. And I hope to God it's
Well, for the production.
that's what I was just about to say. I hope to God it's not gonna leach into other areas of the career. But she posted up, it was either today
She's been edging us.
or yesterday. Now first she did one and it was very obscured, very hard lighting. You didn't see any more than usual. But today she uploaded a profile of her without the mask.
You were very
And
crestfallen when you saw this image.
I don't know why I'm
You
devil.
fancy him more with the mask.
I think it's the mysterious, it's the character, it's the
Yeah.
gay. It's very
gay.
yeah.
It's the male C-Mac.
I see him and I get wet and then I sing a song, Let Me Drown. I'm just like, but I feel like I'm slightly as a fan because I was in his top on worldwide Spotify in my last Wrapped, 0.01% of listeners.
And usually you're in the bottom.
And that's me. But
throw businesses right.
as someone who follows the social media, I'm like, oh, mama, some of us don't want to see Miss Visage because we love the fantasies that he has so carefully and lovingly crafted over the years.
Yeah.
I love what he's made, and now it's like, well, here's me Visage. I'm like,
What's it? Play Neville's Advocate.
Trademark.
The very much. That can be my spin-off. The Neville's Advocate. That's cute. The Neville's Advocate and the Neville Wears Prada. But that's my own business. It's my own business. But gay. What was I talking about?
You have to do gay. You have to go low.
Gay.
Very much.
But come here to me. Not to like ruin Christmas on you, but there are pictures of him on the internet without his mask on.
Well, that's none of my business. There's loads of pictures on the internet I don't want to see. That's one of them.
Listen, add it to the list.
I just think it's cute. I think it's different. I think it's like the first time I saw Sia without her geesh, I was like, don't be rude, Sia on me. I just like the.
Yeah, now she's doing like white woman with black people hair. It's so weird.
I
And
don't
she named her
know much
child
about
something
Sia.
weird like Tumbleweed or something. She had a child and she called it Tumbleweed. I probably made that up, but it's something like Tumbleweed. She's a white woman with black woman hair and the child's called Tumbleweed or something like that.
See you later.
See you later. I'm gonna swing from the cock and queen.
I'm gonna swing from the fringe on Orville Peck's mask.
Business. I'll help camera.
Do you know what? Somebody who said to me it was Cathy, friend of the pod.
Deep
I think
friend of the
we were watching Orville Peck videos and she goes, Adam, that would be a fucking great Halloween costume. And then I was having drinks with my ma last week and we were talking about my new career that I'm going to have as an Orville Peck impersonator because I'm going to make a mask. I think it was total drunken tomfoolery, but how seriously we took it in that moment.
Oh, very much. I've been there.
I'm gay. But yeah.
Nice, mate. And come here to me. Do you have any shows booked?
Well, apart from my stint in the Dubliners' new show.
Of course.
Oh, I do. I am. I'm going to see. It's The Lord of the Rings.
Oh no! Stop! I'm so shook and surprised. As fucking if go on. What is it? The Lord of the Rings.
More than 11. It's The Lord of the Rings mixed with Game of Thrones, and it's a orchestral musical moment, right? Yes. So it's all the soundtrack stuff from
very posh.
Howard Shore, Lord of the Rings. Rajiv Dewani, I believe is his name, for Game of Thrones.
Very nice.
And it's like, I think it's, you know, these by candlelight people, which is Celine. I think it's something like that where it's that kind of situation.
We've been edging the audience about this show since episode 1.
Oh, Celine is coming this Friday, more at 11.
More at 11. I can't wait to find out all about this show because I've been edged about it since.
I'm gonna wear my heart at the ocean.
And we're literally on episode 20 right now. I think we're on episode 20. Something
well,
like
I bought them at Christmas, so that's why.
Well,
but yeah, I'm doing I think it's called Rings and Dragons, which was nearly the name of this podcast. Rings and Drag Queens. But yeah, I'm actually buzzing for that. Me and Catherine and Kirsty, deep friends of the pod.
Deep friends.
I'm going to see that, so that should be a very cultured evening for us, darling, with the orchestral
Yeah.
realness and all
Orchestral.
that.
How's your orchestral? They're alright.
Orchestral.
I had a rash, but they have a cream for that. It's me ointments. That's me own business. It's flying me
Now,
ointments.
is the rash on your ring or your drag queen?
That's a very personal question to be asking me. The guard wouldn't ask me that. Oh my god.
Are you going to see it?
Well, actually, I really wanted to go see that Celine, but obviously I'm going to be in the Panty Bar that night. But there is a Saturday, but it was sold out. But I'm very happy to report, yes, I'm actually going to see Titanic, the musical, on the West End. I probably talked about this in the pod when I was talking about my...
I'll lend you my heart of the ocean when you're gone. I will.
Thank you.
I will.
Big, I'll take good care of. I won't be drinking this. I'll lose a stroke because I'm Miss Sobertina still, real boring. But come here to me. No, I'm going to see Miss Titanic the musical, and there's like a Celine impersonator. I will sing again.
Sing again.
I'll sing again.
I'll sing again.
I'll sing again. Did you see the video of her going mad about? She was talking about like, I don't know. She was going mad. I think I sent it to you. It was her.
She's getting interviewed and she's talking about how she wakes up and she gets in.
And she's wearing a slip.
Yeah.
It's so wrong.
It's great.
And
She's off her rocker.
I know, but
she's just always on.
We need to add whatever she
On
says
Valium.
before. The very
Well, if you watch the documentary, you'll know the tea.
The very much. But I'm going to Titanic. I'm going to Mean Girls musical. I'm going to the Neville Wears
We are
Prada.
mean girls, born
I'm with you, hear me.
Not a great show.
I'm doing the Neville Wears Prada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Vanessa Williams. Yes.
It's their final night of the gig. So it's on a Tuesday. Had you asked me on a Tuesday, I would have said yes. But yeah, so I'm going to see loads of things. I already told the pod I'm going to see Lady Gaga. I'm going to see Beyonce while I'm over there in the London. What else am I going to see? I have
just a couple of cultured queens.
I'm going to see Calamity Jane. In it, I'm going to see Calamity Jane in the Borghese.
Adele
Energy.
as Calamity Jane.
The very much make man desperately. Once I had a secret love. That's my own business. And it was deep in the arse of me. Doris Day. That was Doris Day and someone else. But it's
Miss Calamity?
Miss Calam. She was in the film. But it's Miss Carrie Hope Fletcher, Tina, the West End star, is going to come over and play Miss Calamity Jane. It's going to be very good.
That'd be good.
Me, my mom, my sisters, my auntie Anne, shout out all the family.
Every time you say Auntie Anne, I'm like, Annie Ann. I'm back in Kansas. Annie Ann.
I'm going to see Miss Katy Perry in Belfast.
Oh, you really are a busy bee, Tina.
Yeah, I'm a busy woman. It's
Busy woman, walking down the street. Busy woman, gonna knock down on the pedestrian eyes, crossing. Busy woman.
The ass I like to eat. Busy woman.
Yes, I like to eat.
Very much. What else I have booked? I feel like I booked a few other things and I just don't remember. I better write them down. Fucking hell. There's nothing worse than fucking booking something and not
Well, you booked yourself in. You were saying before your cruise, Tina, she's gone cruising, that you wanted to get your Miss Hair did. Then you're going to change it up a bit. Something new, something spicy for the dwarves.
A bit of blue for the Teen Vogue party. Yeah, so I'm going to go to Queer Hawk. I got my hair done in Queer Hawk the last time and it was not to like suck me on Mickey. I wish I could. But I was the right amount of height.
I was in a course with one of the barbers in Queer Hawk.
Oh, go away.
Yeah.
Which one?
I can't remember his name. Alan. I'm going to say Alan.
Okay.
Andy. Anyway, he's
really
lovely.
left an impression.
Lovely. No, it was a long time.
Oh,
a long time ago. In Bethlehem. And as the viewers of this pod will know, I have a great memory for some things. Names.
Oh, I don't do names.
Even pronouns sometimes. I'm like, what did they damn she or him told me what they were. I don't remember.
See what I do
not on purpose.
when I see people, I especially working in the type of work we do, when I meet like hundreds of people a week, I just be like, oh my god, good to see you. I never say pleased to meet you or was so nice to meet you. I'll never say that again to someone as long as I live.
How's things is great.
Me. Oh yeah, how's things?
How's things?
But I'm always like, it's so great to see you, and then they're like, oh, it was nice to meet you, and I'm like, oh, so we didn't actually meet before, because it's happened to me so many times where I'm like, so nice to meet you, and they're like, we've met 5 times before, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I literally meet hundreds of people a week. I'm so sorry, but I feel bad about it. But like, it is what it is. But I'm always like,
it's not.
Good to see you.
I understand your pain. It's not.
Even though I'm like, I'm doing mental arithmetic to be like, have I met this person before?
No, because face wise, I'm great. I'll always go.
Yeah, I remember
a face, or I'll go, oh no, I didn't actually meet them before, but you know who I know them there, or that clip or whatever.
Well, I think I remember a face. Listen, that's me own business.
And come here, you were telling me some spicy news about your haircut.
Oh yeah, sorry. Get so easily fucking distracted. Distracted. It wouldn't be like me to start fucking 12 stories and finish 2 of them, but listen, that's me own business. So Last time I went, I got a lovely fade, but it was like I started literally right up here. And it was
First
gorgeous.
time you've been faded in about a year and 8 months.
But it was gorgeous because for gluing on my wigs, usually I have to, when I'm gluing my eyebrows, I glue my sideburns to get my wigs down and to hide the sideburn chinas. But because obviously they literally shaved my fucking head on the back and sides, I literally could glue the wig onto my bald scalp, which was stunning, gorgeous.
Now, are you going to do the classic fade all around the head? Or are you going to do the little... There's a new thing that I've seen that I actually love now. I love having me long hair. Shout out to long hair, friend of the pod. But this new thing of people will get a fade, but they get it cut in like... Remember years ago people used to get the fade, or like the shape of a mullet. They get the fade doing this, and it's actually...
We'll see.
I must send you a pic, Tina. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
I think
Send
so,
it to me and I'll show it to them.
Yeah.
We'll see what the crack is, because obviously I'm going away and I'm going to be getting colour and I don't want to be like sweating. I want to get my hair done nice. Like that last haircut I got was stunning.
The suntan lotion is $1 billion industry, but nobody wanted to say nothing about that.
Very much. And you know what else? I love Jewish people.
Oh, by the way, I love Jewish people.
I saw a clip of RIP.ie, brown bread, but it was a video about, and he was like talking about dangling the baby.
Because according to TikTok.
Now let's have that conversation. Do you think Michael Jackson's still alive?
What did he say? Michelangelo said, in order to escape death, I will bind my soul to my art.
Oh.
And with my music, I strive to do the same thing. So no, Michael isn't dead because
She lives on.
the music lives on.
Like me with
But there is-
ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck. When the aliens find this planet in 10,000 years, they'll find a little USB stick that was up your pussy at one time, and it'll be just ice cream truck. And they'll think, oh my god, they went through all this effort to create this technology to save this song. This must be the pinnacle of culture on this planet. And would they be wrong? Yes. But,
Scalp, Tina. I get bullied. More at 11. Thank you very much.
what were we talking about there?
I can't fucking remember. Laura, what are we talking about?
She's not even listening.
About Michael Jackson, whether he's still dead or alive.
Okay.
Thank you. The peanut gallery was actually listening. What time are we doing?
Yeah, but there's loads of online. I mean, like anything, you Google it online, you will meet
Oh, you'll find it.
15,000 conspiracies
If
about
you
it.
look for something online, you'll find it.
Yeah, and
If you look
sometimes
long
even when
enough.
you're not looking. But there's a
They'll smack you in the
huge
face like a
amount
Mickey.
of they're called Michael Truthers. And they're like, oh my god, Mary, she's not dead. Oh,
Michael Tina.
and there's all these, oh, look at these playing records. Look at this. You can see his toe moving in the ambulance. All this mad shit, right?
Christian.
And they're like, she's not dead. Personally, the spirit and the soul and the artistry will live on forever. But I
Thank you
think
very much.
their biological form has left. She's Elvis has left the building.
Yes, brown bread.
I'll circle back to Elvis if something to say. But yeah, there's a huge and active posting community
And
online.
listen, Elvis isn't dead because I heard him on the radio.
Like many stuff, like much online
Elvis
culture.
isn't dead. Elvis isn't dead because I heard him on the radio.
My nanny was over in the house the other day, and she didn't want to watch a movie, so I just went onto YouTube and guess what I played?
What?
4K. Aloha from Hawaii, the Elvis 1962, I'm gonna say.
Mickey Mike.
1962, only like 4 years or something before he died. And he's in great shape, looks great. He's not a way that there's almost a meme of Elvis that it's like Elvis with the belly or Elvis when he was heavier. I'm like, that actual point in his life where he gained a little bit of weight, Elvis was never huge.
Back then, obviously, people remember like when we were kids.
But that whole point in his life was only like maybe about a year.
See, that's what wrecks my head because you remember back in the day, like the front page of the National Enquirer, and like Renee Zellweger is a fucking wildebeest. She's a fucking big blubber whale,
Yeah.
and she's literally a fucking like she's tiny anorexic in the foot. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. She's a tiny little whippet of a thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, and it's her
To, like,
on the beach
size of her.
on her holidays. And
She
it's a
shouldn't
proper-
wear spaghetti straps. You're like, well, then the rest of us are fucked.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just a normal looking person on their
Yeah,
holidays.
a healthy,
Not normal,
happy
but you
looking
know what I mean?
person,
Just a
whatever.
happy person on their holidays.
Like, that's like Bridget Jones's diary. Or Bridget Jones, the original ones, right? Because in the movie, there's a lot about her weight. And, like, she's standing on the scales and talking about her weight in the film. I'm like, if she has a weight problem, I need the front wall of this fucking room knocked down
And
to
they
get
were
me
like,
out.
"Oh, she put
Holy
on,
Mary,
oh,
but-
she put on that weight for the role because she's so dedicated to her craft." Fuck off. She's a
But
normal
I
size.
am someone who actually carries a little bit of weight. And I love it. But she genuinely wasn't But that film was making out that this girl had a weight problem. I'm like, would you fuck off?
I just circle back on Elvis. I actually had the songs in my song class today, and I was sitting beside
You're
a
all
girl.
shook up
I was all shook up. Oh,
in your blue
no.
suede shoes.
I wouldn't be fucking like me, but I was doing a jailhouse cock. No, but you know the way like
Jailhouse cook.
the cook always gets in. We're like secretly into cooking apparently. None of us have like
It's
boyfriends,
subliminal, yeah.
but we're both into cooking apparently. Well, come here to me. You know the way there's always those outfits like in the community centres and the GAA clubs. And
If I can dream of a land.
yeah,
Let's
but you know
just
the way
share.
there's like people, there's people that do Elvis impersonators. And I was saying this to the girl in my sound class, and she was like, "Oh yeah, my friend's like dad's like a full-time Elvis impersonator, and he goes around and makes a living off that." There's so many. There's one outside the Ashleaf every now and again.
Oh, shout out to the Queen of the Ashleaf. God love him. He's
awesome,
going.
She's a fucking shake on the brain.
Yeah, and he just has a little speaker and
And
just,
he'd be like gyrating.
He's
and doing
aloha from the Ashleaf.
the very
fab.
much. But I will say, when we're old and grey, who is going to be that artist that everyone impersonates? Like, is there
They're
going to be
still
Justin
doing.
Bieber's? But you know what I mean? Like, you know the
Yeah.
way an Elvis impersonator is like,
Oh, but I think Elvis will be here. I think you'll always have your dollies
yeah, no, what I mean, like,
of the now
there's an
times.
art, like, yeah, this is what I mean, like, that Elvis
Adele.
was an artist.
The
of
big
a-
girls, Adele's gone thin now.
We-
The big girls are always going.
Yeah.
Any big girl who can sing and wants to do a show is
Do
always going to
Adele.
do Adele.
Because I just
Hi,
thought,
shout out to
well,
me, friend of the pod.
you know when you see, like, Elvis was, like, of our parents,
Maybe Amy. Amy has a
Time.
very iconic look.
maybe.
She
Because-
has that
And
aesthetic
it's
and that
always
tone.
the white jumpsuit when they do Elvis, the black hair, sometimes the belly, and they're like, and they do all that shine. Because that's of their time, and that's what they're doing. So when we're old and grey, do you reckon it's going to be Amy Winehouse?
I think Amy is because there's a certain like straight way she's so iconic. The big beehive, the big liner, the like
Yeah,
skimpy
sneaky
dresses,
dress.
the tattoos, the thing. She's very instantly recognizable. So I think
It's going to be Amy Winehouse.
Amy.
The very much. If there was a male alternate version, who do you think?
well, Michael's a bit prio, so I won't say that because I think he's like an Elvis. He'll always be, and Madonna will always be people do.
Yeah,
There's certain people that are
yeah.
timeless and will always be around, but of our times, a male one. That's a hard question.
A Sheeran, a little ginger wig and a guitar. No, not iconic
I
enough.
don't. Maybe we're blanking on someone really obvious, but
Yeah.
nothing springing to mind.
I kind of imagine it's going to be like Justin Bieber. Oh, the little emo bang. Oh.
Yeah, but someone in their 60s.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
baby,
But I think I have to remember Elvis was like a hunk, and there you have a hunk burning.
I don't appreciate the finger bunnies you just did there to the camera because I'll tell you something. It's happened to me in my old age, and the first person to point this out to me, and I think I might have been a little bit too young at the time, as in, I'd say I was about 20 or so when Kirsty said this to me. Kirsty, shout out to Kirsty, friend of the pod, if you're listening.
Mickey Mike.
When she first said it, she was like, you know, like when you were younger and you thought Elvis was an outfit, but then when you were older, like he's actually real good looking. And I think the first time I heard it, it was such a shock to the system that I didn't get it. But then it percolated through my mind. And over the next number of months to maybe years, I'm not quite sure the time on, I was like, Elvis was a bit of a babe. Oh, he was a babe,
No,
a Rooney.
We shouldn't glorify him too much because he was a groomer.
Oh, well, I'm not getting into all that. I'm just talking about
Okay.
what you know as you're growing up as a child. Everybody knows Elvis because he's just part of the culture.
Yeah.
But you always look at him as that outfit. But then when you get a bit older, you're like, actually, you were good looking.
Yeah.
Even though I always thought you were just that
I
outfit.
remember when I was a kid. Now I remember seeing it on the telly with my nanny and my auntie, and I just remember we were all going on a summer holiday. I think that was him anyway. But I remember seeing him in a film. And he's like, oh,
Was it?
And to be honest, he was actually a bit of alright in hindsight then. But then my experience with Elvis, like growing up, was always the whole spilling out of a white jumpsuit, died on a
Which
toilet,
wasn't
eating
really
a
tea,
cheeseburger.
but wasn't
exactly,
really
but
tea,
that's,
yeah.
that was kind of what I knew about him in the zeitgeist. Like,
Yeah.
Elvis, Graceland.
It's kind of the meme versus actually what the story was.
Yeah, and then obviously when I was a bit older, I was like, alright, he was actually a bit of alright in his prime, in his Glamazon prime.
Shout out to Elvis.
But then I watched Priscilla, and he's fucking grooming Priscilla. She was only a fucking child.
But I will say, even Priscilla, even in her film, she didn't really paint out that anything super inappropriate happened in terms of like they got married and this, that, and the other. But I
Well,
do.
then she was underage.
Yeah, but they didn't get married when she was underage.
Were they not fucking while they...
No. That was like a string, as far as I remember, but that was a string in the movie that she wasn't able to marry him until she was obviously of age because it's illegal.
Were they not riding?
No. Well, even according to her film, no, not until after they were married. Because she made this whole thing about in the film how he treated her like she was his doll, which is also, it's a different type of thing.
Is that not grooming ananyway? Like when you're getting with
suppose
someone
so.
underage,
I suppose so.
and even waiting for
I
them
think,
to be
you know what
old
it
enough,
is?
that's grooming.
I've heard that thing of, because it's true, him being so much older than her, and it's a different time and all. I'm like, yeah, but it's still fucking creeped in at the Boots house. But I think I always assumed that that's what the situation was, and according to her movie, which she was the producer on, that wasn't the situation.
Okay.
So I don't know about that. But a last thing I want to say about Elvis, because if you haven't had a slice of toast in a while, or you haven't had like a bowl of crunch nut in a while, something real simple, a bowl of Weetabix in a while, and then you have one and you forget, you're like, fuck, this is a reason, this is a staple, this is so good. We were watching that Aloha from Hawaii.
Okay.
And Miss Boots could do the thing.
Like acting?
Singing live. No, this is a concert.
Oh.
Singing live. Every bar, but like there was no faking it back, bleeding down.
Oh.
But singing it live, and you can also hear it, and then dancing around. I'm just like, oh, he actually was a fantastic. All of it, because I don't know enough about the deep lore to weigh in properly on that. But I'm just talking about as a performer. Oh my God, there's a reason that Elvis is still Elvis.
Yeah.
You should do that. Go and watch like a little chunk of some live stuff. Because he is Boots. And I have to tell you my thing. I do say this. I whip this out when I want to freak out the straight people at like an afters or something. I go, do you know like Elvis and Cher have the same voice? And people are like, what? And I go, oh, they do, yeah. Right, I'll do it on you. Do you know Elvis and Cher have the same voice?
What? They do? What?
Oh yeah, Elvis and Cher have the same voice. Go on, give me a song. Give me any old song. I normally make them pick from a list, but go on.
Okay, Believe.
Well, that's a Cher song.
Oh,
give me a song that's not one of them.
Okay, as in not
Cher or not Elvis.
Okay, hit me baby one more time.
Okay, right. So I'll sing that as Elvis, right? Oh baby, baby, I was supposed to know. Oh, something wasn't right here. Now I'll do it as Cher. All I'm doing is jumping up in pitch a little bit. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right here. Is it or is it not the same voice? It's the same voice.
Thank you very much.
Now, everyone who watches this podcast is gay, so don't tell the straights unless you want to freak them out.
You better freak them straights out, girl.
Oh!
And come here to me. I understand you were going to tell me something?
Was I going to tell you something?
Miss Cosmotina?
Oh, about the cosmos.
Cosmo.
Okay. I got this hilarious voice now earlier on from my dad, and my dad would just send me random things. And he sent me this thing. What was it? J.S. something, some famous physicist anyway. And he has this quote about the universe. And I was like, that's actually very Boots.
Oh?
The universe is not only queer, it's queerer than we can know. Queer. And I said, people who watch this podcast know, Mom, the universe is queer. Hunga, hunga, burning love. Oh, hunga, hunga, burning love. Oh.
Speaking of Cher, did you see the June Burlesque musical? And it's executive produced by Christina Aguilera.
Oh, I didn't know that she was...
Christina Aguilera.
I didn't know Xtina was involved.
Yeah, very much. And I wonder if the person that played the
Cher
Cher
pussy
character...
little mug. Mm.
Yeah, little love Santa Cadner. Pull back, she's wearing tapes. She's Miss Tapes.
No, she's Miss Juvederm. She's Miss Facelift. It's not my job to tell her to.
Well,
and I don't know that. I'm just making
But whoever plays Miss Cher's character in that, do you reckon they're going to be like, Wagon Wheel Watusi? What do you mean we can't afford the rent, you cunt? Or whatever she says. Very much. I hope that they stay true to the whole gig and...
Take one of the girls that did Cher in the Cher show. Shout out the Cher show. Not the Broadway.
Yeah, no, I didn't
West
see
End.
it.
Oh my God, I went to see it with my ma. It was fucking great. But they should... Mama, try the girls out for that role.
Very much. Wagon Wheel Watusi.
Wagon Wheel Watusi.
Come here to me. Did I ever tell you about the time I got blackmailed? I got blackmailed at my Debs. So let me...
Okay.
If I could turn back time... We're going to turn back the clocks right now. Oh, the clocks went
away.
Very much. So...
I'm gay.
It
all circles back.
Very much. It's all coming back to me now.
There were nights where the... No, it's not.
So cool.
That's going to be me on Friday. That is going to be me on Friday. I'm going to have to give you such a big update about this fucking selection.
Oh, listen.
Imagine it was...
We've been edging the audience about this concert since episode 1.
Flop. No, she will sing again.
She a single game.
Did you say I kind of hope it is?
Yeah.
I spent €250 on these tickets because I brought about 18 different people. No, I didn't. I got my nanny, except for you, sorry, flop. But my nanny is a huge Celine fan. And actually, when Celine, before she had to cancel her last tour, I was getting my nanny a ticket. Just me and my nanny were going to go. And I think the tickets were 180. Back when Icons charged, Icon, but appropriate Icon prices.
And that was
Miss Celine, 180.
Do you remember when Cher charged us 155 when we were sick? Now we paid it and we enjoyed it.
But we were bang up the front.
But that was... No, we weren't.
Well, I fucking was. Where were you?
I was fucking back. A Cher?
Yes.
What? How much did you pay?
I wasn't in the centre front of the stage. I was like to the side, but I was about...
Like on the floor?
No, it was like this, but it was the closest.
I was like...
No, I was really close.
Bastard. Why did I think we were all like far away?
No. I was
real
real close.
That's why I dressed That's why I dressed like a homeless person.
Because you knew Cher wouldn't see.
Yeah, because she wouldn't see me.
And I told my ma, I was like, Ma, when we're walking down these steps, just walk really slowly. Walk really slowly, so that obviously, because when you're walking down the steps, use the loo or whatever, you're getting closer to the stage. So I was like, let's not rush down these stairs. Let's walk.
You're a pox. I was sitting up like.
But at one point, she was about 16 foot away from me, and I was like,
I hate you.
Breathe the air. Breathe the Cher.
Breathe the Cher.
Free Cher.
On my day, I was sitting real far away.
Oh no, we weren't.
How much did you pay for that?
I think they were 180 when we got them.
Oh my God, 5 or something. I was like, not sitting in the middle of nowhere, but listen, happy Christmas.
Were you?
Not in the middle of nowhere, but you know when like there's the floor, and then there's the seats that go up. No, I wasn't in the back ones, but I was in the first raised seats.
Right. What I will say is that was the tree. Kind of all the seats in the tree are pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it's not ginormous.
Like my entrance, I walked in on the floor and you go up the steps.
Right.
But like I was...
You were hiking? You were doing your Himalaya
hike? I wasn't like in the nosebleeds, but I was halfway back.
Alright.
Snapped in it, but I
hate that for you.
I know, so do fucking I. Especially now that I know that some people got to sit on our fucking lap.
I know.
That's not strong business.
I was like, Cher, give me a face.
Oh, listen, happy fucking Christmas now, but I'll tell you the story of how I got blackmailed at my Debs. Debs said it. So let me turn back the clocks. Like we just turned them forward 5 minutes ago. That's our own business. I was at my Debs with my first and last girlfriend. Jesus Christ. Stevie Wonder obviously knew I was a flaming homosexual, but this poor woman didn't. But anyway, I brought her to my Debs.
She was the girl at the Stevie Wonder concert, flashing her tits.
Very much.
It's all come back to me now.
Oh, come on my back to me now. Listen, that's my own business. So
come on my back, Tina, now. Great name for the episode.
Write that down, peanut gallery.
Go on.
She's not listening.
I keep going. Tell her story.
That's loud. We'll get there.
Because the anxiety is getting you. Were fucking blackmailed at your Debs.
I got blackmailed at my
Debs. But you also brought a girl to your Debs.
Yeah, that was worse. So that was my first mistake. So I brought my girlfriend at the time, lol, and I know I say it every time, I was the top.
More at 11.
More at 11. But anyway, I brought her to my Debs. We did the meal. Grand. We were doing the dancing. I was wearing, no, I look so good. Contalina. I was in me tuxedo.
Throw up a picture. Please throw up a Debs picture.
If I can find it, I will.
I'll send you one of me. You can throw up one of mine as well, just for the viewers. I also brought a girl.
I was a big dirty ride at my Debs. And I had my hair done. I looked very gorgeous. Emo fringe, but still a ride. And then I remember my girlfriend at the time, I was wearing this, like, she had like this purple ugly dress on, but she had some extra fabric, and we had the tailor make a tie for me out of it. So we were very
straight coded.
Very much. And so I matched the ugly dress, but I looked like Tina Boots.
And is that like an homage you do to her now in your drag? Is why you wear all these ugly dresses?
I hate you so much. Listen else. Anyway, so we have the meal. We're having a dance. The meal is flying. No, my metabolism, I'm like this at the time. So the meal's gone in. I digest it. I need to have a big, dirty brown. We'll call it.
This is getting bathroom Tina. Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing toilet humor. So I go into the toilet.
Buckle up. Move, bitch.
And legs.
The legs.
Yeah, the white chick's legs. So I do I toilet bomb the toilet. Like I'm painting the walls.
But
she's having toilet trouble.
It's embarrassing, but it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm like.
But it's happening at my Debs.
You didn't go in and punch someone in the face.
So I'm in the toilet.
Unless you did.
But well, that's my own business. Only in the nose with the fucking smell. So I went in, I'm having toilet trouble, and I'm smelling out the whole bathroom. And when I go in, it's empty, it's just the bathroom attendant. And all of a sudden, I can just hear voices. The bathroom was full. So at this point, I finished my business. I flushed the toilet. But I could still hear people.
Oh, so the toilet didn't clog or
No,
wasn't that bad?
it was fine.
I was waiting for you to say,
no.
next of all.
And then
Third city came
I
back
had to
up the
pick
drain
it up with my
outfit.
hands. No.
Holy Jesus.
So basically, I flushed the chain and it stinks, girl. Some boys and Debs. It's very smelly, and I'm red faced. And
Constraining.
Still look very gorgeous. Blood vessels popped, mama. Poppers, Mary.
But your waist was snatched now.
Very much. Of course it.
No, from the big jump. What did she say? I have to go to the bathroom and do something mysterious. Drop off some timber. You know, House Bunny? Shout out House Bunny.
Deep friend of the spot. But anyway, nice bake. Anyway, I'm hear all these voices and people are like, what's the fucking fucking smell? So people can smell what I did, and I'm so embarrassed, even more red faced now, and I'm waiting for.
So you just decided to share it with all 6 of our listeners?
The very much. No, this is a long time ago in Bethlehem. They them. We're woke. We're so woke. We haven't stepped. Oh, come here to me now. Before I get off the topic, we have 18-year-olds now. We don't have 0 to 17-year-olds, but we have 18 to 23-year-olds. These are all very welcome here.
Shout out.
Very much. But anyway, so I'm waiting because they're all the fucking smell. Someone's out there doing a shite. All these fucking rugby lads. Anyway, so I'm waiting for that to die down. I want them to leave the bathroom so I can sneak out and be like, pretend it wasn't me.
Yeah. You're like, I was in the ladies' room.
So I wait, and they leave. I come out to wash my hands. Let's wash Tina. I'm singing Happy Birthday twice in my head because that's what you're supposed to do back then. And anyways, all of a sudden, more people come in. I think I'm in the clear. I'm out, like I've made it out alive. Bitch, you thought. All of a sudden, the bathroom's full again. Oh, the fucking smell. Bathroom attendant turns to me and says, I'm going to tell all these people what you did if you don't tip me.
And he just came out with it.
She just came out with it.
Well, then I'll tell you
I
what.
emptied my pocket.
That tells me she has
€11.
done that before. That's her
Yeah.
grift. She knows people are embarrassed of the stench, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking tell
She
them. All.
toilet chained me, and I had to give her €11 in coins.
Bring back toilet shaming.
I was like putting it into the little thing, and he was like, "Is that all you have?"
Little bastard.
Extorted me. I got blackmailed. I got brownmailed. Brownmailed at my Debs. But I went out and I skipped out of that bathroom. I was fucking sweating. They're like, "You've been gone a while." I was like, "You don't know the fucking half of it, bitch."
Came back and your trousers were loose and all, but the waist was tiny. I don't know what you mean.
Brownmailed at the Debs.
And on that note.
My name is Teen Pop Sensation Ariana Grindr.
And I'm Adam, also known as Autumn Moon. And if you don't like it, you can go back and mail us.
Oh. Whoa! And you're listening and watching to
Glamazon Crime.
Gay.
Let you have that. Fair play to us.
That's cute. We did.